want to sit up front? Sit up front. We won't bite. We might make fun of. No, I'm just kidding. Hello, you guys. I'm so happy to be here. Super happy to be here. My New Year's resolution this year is to be happy. Okay? Be happy. And in order to be happy, we need to do what we love, right? So I'm going to spend my year drinking and masturbating. I'm just gonna drink and masturbate. Thank you. All year long. I like all the activities that depress me. That like drinking and masturbating is usually like a depressed thing to do. You know what I mean? And like I love it, and I love watching TV and eating junk food and like laying around on the couch all day. So I'm like, what does this say about me? You know? My friends, like for Christmas, I actually got pajamas from almost everybody I know. I'm like, they really do expect me to be super depressed this year. One person actually got me 2 pairs of pajamas. One was size small and one was size large. I'm like, they expect me to be extra depressed this year. Won't do it. I'm going to be happy. Gonna be happy. I got engaged last year, you guys. Got engaged, thank you. To a Mexican woman. My racist, homophobic mother's thrilled. The first words out of her mouth were, "Congratulations, you failed me." In every way. I know. She didn't actually threaten to deport my future Mexican children. She did that. I was like, Mom, they're probably gonna be Chinese. You know what I mean? She's terrible though. She's really bad about it. She actually sent me a text message recently calling my fiance a skank. But I started laughing right away because she accidentally wrote skunk. And like there's no coming back from that. She can't write oops, I mean skank. You know? It's hilarious. Usually when people find out I'm gay, they're like, oh, I didn't know you were gay. I'm like, really? I didn't know you weren't. Nice haircut. And this guy, he came up to me after a show recently, and he was like, hey, I thought being lesbian was reserved for ugly chicks. And I was like, oh, well, I know you're straight, because being hot's reserved for gay men. Thank you. Oh, that's good, though. I'm looking forward, I think I'm ready to get married. I do, I'm looking forward to it. Though my fiance and I, we're kind of like the odd couple. She's a social worker, and I'm a comedian, so we're in poverty. But she came home, and she's like, hey, how's your day? I'm like, terrible, nobody laughed at my jokes, how's yours? She's like, 4 people died. So she's just like one giant downer. It's just like a huge downer. She is smart, though. I'm lucky about that. She is smart. And I don't know if anybody here is dating anybody smart, but like my ex was a box of rocks. You know what I mean? Like just if I wanted her to have sex with me, I just said stuff like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful," or "I can't believe those are real," and she would do whatever I wanted. Because dumb people, you just call them pretty. You know what I mean? That's all you do. My girlfriend now, you got to be more creative. You know what I mean? She's smart. I got to stimulate her mind. So if I want her to have sex with me, I say stuff like, "Boy, I sure hope Hillary Clinton runs for office next term." Right, usually gets her going. We were actually watching TV the other day, and I turned to her. I was like, hey, do you know that I've never actually seen an episode of The Kardashians? She was like, say it again. I'm like, I've never seen an episode of The Kardashians, and she had the most intense orgasm I've ever seen. Anybody have that? Smart people. Sex is more interesting with smart people anyway, you know what I mean? It's a lot more interesting. Like, we like to role play. Our favorite game is 2 friends that got drunk and shouldn't be doing this. So that's good. You guys, this is great, you guys. I'm super happy to be here. I've been on the road. I was just doing, shows all on the west side of the country. And you know how, like, America, when you drive, especially in this western part, it's like nothing, 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 and then one house out by a mountain. And like, nobody normal lives there, you know what I mean? It's impossible. Like, what are they, a good member of the community? No, they probably killed the community, right? I was actually with another comedian. We were driving through, and sure enough, like, we pulled into this town, one such town. It was nothing, 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 one house out by a mountain. Of course, we had to get gas in the middle of the night. So there's like one gas station, looked like a junkyard, tires everywhere. The guy working actually limped, and then there was a dog tied to a tree with one eye. Like, I kid you not. And if it were the daytime, I'd be like, oh, why does he have one eye? But it was night, so I was like, we're gonna die. So I turned to the other comic. I'm like, I watch Investigation Discovery. I know all about this stuff. We are about to get killed, right? We're going to be this person's breakfast tomorrow. She's like, Heather. She turns to me. She's a really sweet person. And she turns to me and she's like, Heather, just because these people are different than us doesn't mean we should assume the worst. And I was like, in that moment, I was like so grateful for her. You know, I was like, oh my God, if this were a horror movie, she would die first. You know? That's exactly who you want to travel with. Usually people, I don't give off a good first impression usually. And I think it's because I'm a white girl, my name is Heather. Nobody ever likes the Heather, okay? Nobody ever likes Heather. Like, look how we behaved when Paul McCartney married, like, that plain white bitch named Heather. We were like, how did a plain white bitch land a Beatle? That's what we all did. And people have told me recently, they're like, you look like a Heather, which is like the rudest thing somebody could say. So rude. We were, because they always then say, like, oh, have you seen the movie Heathers? And if you haven't seen the movie Heathers, of course I've seen it because my name is Heather. Of course I've seen it. If you haven't seen it, the plot is simple, okay? It's 3 plain white bitches are the most popular girls at a high school. They all have the same exact personality, and everybody hates them so much they want to kill them, and then they do. That's the plot. So I'm like, great, I look like a Heather. It's awesome. Nobody likes it. I think it's because nobody likes the Heather. I think it's because, like, if you jumble up the letters in the name, it actually spells hate her. It's a wonderful, wonderful first name to have. Wonderful first name to have. So yeah, you guys, let's see what else. I got accused of being, well, I don't know if I can say that. This is PG-13. I'm going to change it. Let's talk about drinking instead. That's PG-13. I like to drink. I like to wine taste. Anybody on board with wine tasting? Okay, I love it. Because wine tasting is like classy bar hopping, you know what I mean? It's the only type of drinking you can do at 10:30 in the morning and not be considered like a raging alcoholic, right? And it's crazy because, you know, like you just like you're sipping your wine, but then by 1 o'clock you're no longer sipping, you're just kind of throwing it back. And you've got these lines creeping up the side of your mouth. And you're like, Joker face. Joker face. But we rationalize it because wine has antioxidants, right? We're like, oh, we're like, it's good for us, we can drink this. I think liquor companies got jealous, though, because they actually started infusing some liquors with vitamins. They started doing this. This is a real thing. I don't really get it. I mean, what's the pitch behind it? Like, oh, hey, it may destroy your liver, but new vitamin-enhanced vodka, it'll keep your fingernails looking extra shiny. Or here, you guys driving home tonight, take a few shots of vitamin-enhanced vodka, kiss night blindness goodbye. You know what I mean? All right, Idaho, you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. I'm Heather.